Hello and welcome to Kia Beth Cook Pilates. In today's class, we're working on challenging all parts of the body while also allowing the body to feel a deep sense of tranquility through some shoulder mobility exercises, some leg and hip stabilization, while also deeply working your core. Lie supine with the feet flat on your mat and the knees bent. Inhale to reach the arms overhead, drawing the shoulder blades down and back into the mat. So we're going for some scapular retraction and protraction. Hold the arm center, inhale to open the right arm out to a T, and exhale, bring the arm back in. This is an exercise to improve shoulder mobility. And now switch sides, inhale to open the left arm out to a T and exhale to close. So what you're looking for is symmetry or evenness between the two sides and a smooth motion of the spine and shoulder joint. And now alternate. Open the right arm out to a T and switch to open the left arm. Inhale as you open right, and maybe exhale to switch. And now open and close both arms. Inhale to open and exhale, close. You can also reverse this breath cycle and allow the belly to expand on the inhale and feel the ribs settle into your mat on your exhale. And now extend both legs long. So glide both arms overhead to make a full circle. Move as smoothly as possible through the full range of motion and coordinate the rotation of the arms while feeling the side of the body lengthen. And now reverse the arm circle. As if you're putting on a shirt. And exhale as the arms cross in front of the body, out in front of the hips. Inhale to reach the arms overhead. And now hold the arms in a goalpost position. Feel the collarbone and chest expand as you take a deep breath in through the belly. And maybe let out an open mouth exhale. Rotate the shoulders to bring the palms toward the mat and back to goalpost position. Inhale to bring the arms down, and exhale to open the arms up to your goalpost. Take a few deep rounds of breath. Draw the right knee toward your chest. Clasp both hands behind the back of the thigh. Bend and extend the right leg to feel a hamstring stretch. Tight hamstrings can cause a pelvic misalignment that can lead to lower back discomfort. So really taking the time to find your stretches between your core work is what truly allows you to strengthen your deep core. And now switch sides. Place both hands behind the back of your left thigh and bend and extend your left leg. Feel a stretch from the back of the hamstring to the back of the heel. And inhale as you bend the knee and exhale to straighten. Now articulate through the spine to find a bridge position. So walk the feet in closer to your seat. Bring your legs about hip width and roll up to a bridge. Inhale at the top and exhale, roll down one vertebra at a time. And now find your bridge position once again, peeling all the way down to your mat, landing upper back, middle, and lower back last. And now hold your bridge position at the top. Inhale, right leg into tabletop. Lower the leg toward the floor, keeping the hips up. The weight on the hands light and the leg reaching out of the hip. Slightly draw the inner thighs toward each other. Relax the shoulders. And now switch sides. Inhale to lift the left leg into table and exhale to tap the toes toward your mat. This exercise allows you to focus on lifting evenly through the hips while still engaging the core. Back to your bridge raises, you have 8. You're just hinging at the hips, allowing the hips to lower toward your mat. And exhale to lift the hips back up, maintaining a neutral spine without squeezing the base of the glutes at the top. By not squeezing the base of the glutes, we're allowing the pelvis to remain relaxed. And now inhale, straighten the right leg and reach it toward the sky with a pointed foot. Exhale to lower and flex the foot toward the opposite leg. Keep it in line with the opposite knee. You have 3, 2. Hold the right leg straight and add a pulse up with the hips. Imagine there's a string pulling you from the big toe, so you're finding length through your right leg. And now exhale, bend the right knee, bring the right leg back down. Inhale to lift the left leg to table, extend the left leg high to the sky, and now flex and lower the leg down to meet the right knee, and inhale to point the left leg up toward the sky, single counts. Holding the left leg high, add a pulse up. And exhale, add a bend in your left knee, bring the left foot to meet your right, roll down 1 vertebra at a time, still engaging the inner thighs. Inhale to reach the arms toward the sky. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, reach your arms by your side. Roll up as far as possible to the base of the shoulder blades to support the low back. Roll up, keeping the low back in contact with the mat. Inhale, arms reach, and exhale, curl the chin toward your chest. Rest the arms by your side, keeping the hands to a hover. Inhale to lift the right leg into tabletop position. Exhale, tap the toes toward your mat. You have 4. And now exhale, center. Inhale, lift the left leg to tabletop and tap for 4, 3, 2. And now engage the abdominals and lift the feet off the floor until the knees and hips are at 90-degree angles and the low back is supporting in a chair position. Inhale, pulse the arms for 5 counts, keeping the torso quiet and the arms straight. Exhale, pulse the arms for 5 counts. So you're inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Continue to inhale as you exhale, pulse the arms up to 10 sets. So this would be our hundreds. You have the option to extend the legs long. And exhale, bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. We're going for double leg stretch. Reach the legs out straight and the arms up overhead without changing the curve of the upper body or the position of the low back. Draw the legs into the chest and sweep the arms around to hold the ankles or the shins. So you inhale to reach and exhale, round like a ball. Hug the knees into the chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. And now single leg stretch. Exhale, release the right leg held into the chest, straighten it out and pull the other leg in. Sink the abdominals as you bring the leg in. Keep the elbows wide and the back steady. To help keep the chin in line with the rest of the body, place the outside hand right above the ankle and the inside hand right below the inside of the knee. So the motion is an inhale, inhale, exhale, switch. Cradle the hands behind the back of the head. And now we're going into scissors, hands behind the head. Inhale, engage the abdominals and draw the legs closer to you. Exhale, switch the legs. Option to keep the legs in tabletop position while tapping the toes toward your mat. Or you can keep the legs extended. Exhale, bring the knees to meet the forehead, elbows slightly lifted, round like a ball. Single straight leg stretch, place the hands behind the right calf closest to you. Pulse the leg 2 times with a short inhale on each one. This is called a sniffing breath. Exhale as you switch. Keep the torso still, the low back in place, and the shoulders down with the elbows wide. You're hovering the bottom leg at eye level. Crisscross exhale, rotate the torso and reach the rib cage toward the opposite knee while keeping the elbows wide and the abdominals engaged. Keep the lower abdomen and hips still while rotating the upper body as far as possible in each direction. Here you're developing pelvic stability and core control. You've got this. And now exhale, hug the knees into your chest. So now we're moving into our partial roll-up. You roll up only until you get to the challenge point, and then exhale to roll back down. This is leading us into our teaser prep. And as you roll up, feel yourself lengthen through the fingertips, almost as if someone were pulling you, so that you stack the spine right on top of the hips. Last one. Exhale to roll down, and now we move into our teaser prep. Lie supine with the knees bent and one leg straight. Keep the thighs together. Roll up to a V-sit position by reaching the arms toward the legs. You have 4. Exhale, point through the toes, find length through the crown of the head and through the toes. Flipping the palms to face each other, drawing the shoulders down and back. And now we switch sides. Last 2. Last 1. Now we alternate from right to left. Inhale to extend the right leg forward. Exhale, plant the right foot onto the mat. And inhale, extend the left leg forward. Exhale, lower. And now you have the option to reach both legs long. Imagine your hips are rooted to the floor as you lengthen through the crown of the head. At the top of the teaser, keep the low back in neutral or slightly flexed. You have 2 more. And if you're up there, final challenge, see if you can hold for a few seconds and exhale, lower all the way down. We're moving into our leg pull-up. Keep the shoulders over the wrists, lift the hips to tabletop, with the knees over the ankles. Option to lift the gaze toward the sky, open the throat, nod the chin to the chest, and lower the hips. 3 more times. Hold at the top, lift the right leg to tabletop, toes tap, land toe ball heel 4 times. Inhale, lift, and exhale, right foot meets the left. And now switch sides. 4 times on the left, inhale to lift to table, and exhale, lower, landing toe ball heel. From your straight leg reverse tabletop, extend the right leg long, point and flex the leg down and up 4 times. Inhale, lift, and exhale, flex and lower. Now switching sides, inhale, reach the left leg toward the sky, pointing the toes, and exhale to flex down. 2 more. Now plant the left foot on the mat, lower the seat, and we're moving into our spine stretch forward. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, fold forward. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades down and back as you line the spine back up over the hips. You have 2 more. And as you roll back up, the palms face down. Peel back, scooping the low belly toward the spine. Roll up 1 vertebra at a time, with the head stacking last over the shoulders stacked over the ribs, and the ribs stacked over the hips. And now we move into saw. Bring the feet as wide as your mat. arms out to a T. Inhale, rotate the torso to the right and reach the left arm toward the right foot. Inhale, return back to center, anchor the sit bones and switch sides. Engage the abdominals to lift the pelvis off the legs. Lie prone with the forearms on the mat. Lift up into back extension from the torso versus the arms. Engage the abdominals throughout. Extend the back as evenly as possible without putting pressure on the low back or neck. Imagine you're a turtle, raising your head out from inside its shell. Bring the forearms to hover off the mat as you lift the gaze and widen the space between the shoulder blades. You have 2 more. As is comfortable for the low back. Inhale, bend both knees and kick the heels toward the glutes 3 times using sniffing breath. Exhale, engage the abdominals, straighten the legs, reach the hands toward the feet with the hands clasped and lift the torso into back extension. Keep the head in line with the spine. Lower the torso and turn the head toward the other side. Keep the hands clasped behind the back. And now quad stretch. Take an inhale, reach the right hand and grab hold of the top of the right foot. Draw the inner thighs toward each other and take a couple of deep breaths. You can place the left cheek on top of the forearm. And now we exhale to switch sides. Left hand grabs hold of the top of the left foot. Draw the inner thighs toward each other, right forearm out in front of you. You can bring the left cheek on the forearm. And now we finish with swimming. Swim the legs as quickly as you can. You have the option to add the arms. You can also swim arms and legs. Keep the head neutral. Thank you so much for joining me for today's class. Feel free to revisit this anytime you need a little bit of back extension while working your deep core and strengthening the legs. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you next time.